What is up, everybody? Tuberverse here today. So we have a Sony fanboy that is participating in classism and elitism, all in over video games. Now, there are plenty of celebrities that buy video games, but yet they don't talk like this guy does, which is quite fascinating because we know these guys are like multi-millions and even billionaires, but they don't say the crazy stuff that these Sony fanboys do on this social media app. So let's see what this guy has to say about paying for $70 video games that Sony produces. I piss away tons of money nearly every day, whether it's buying supplies for my business, purchasing house items, purchasing food, etc., and so on. So when I see adults crying about $40 to $70 games, I can't even relate to it. Nor do I try. It lets me know you probably shouldn't be focused on gaming. So now let me try to interpret this. So he says, I am very rich. I piss away tons of money nearly every day because I just got it like that. Whether it's buying supplies for my business, I make more money than you buying houses. I got an actual house with land and a picket fence and some dogs and cats as well. Purchasing food, caviar, and so on. So when I see adults, peasant adults crying about spending money on $70 quality Jim Ryan approved games, I can't relate because you're too poor, nor do I try to relate to you poor peasants. It lets me know you probably shouldn't be focused on gaming, but probably, I don't know, getting a second job, not gaming. I don't know. I don't know the mindset you gotta be in to type something like this, to be honest. It's like, why do you care so much that people don't want to spend $70 on video games? I don't see why you care so much. It's a valid complaint that people have. They don't want to spend more. And this is just in America. In America, it's $10 more, but in other places, it's a lot more than just $10 increase. It's like, it's a ridiculous increase in other countries. But just in America, $10 more. $10 more, and then plus tax as well. So it's actually like where I'm at right now, a full price game will be $70 plus tax, so like $77, $78. I don't want to pay that much for a video game. I don't want to do that for any video game, to be honest. So it's like my right. It's like I'm definitely decent financially. I don't want to talk about my financial situation, but it's like I don't want to pay $78 for a video game. It's like I'm cool with not paying that much. Like I'll wait for a sale. I'll wait for the price, or people just sell the stuff on eBay. Have no problem picking up a used copy. I'm not feeling that sort of price point. And it's like with the extra $10 you're saving, 10 plus what is it? No, it's actually $17 you're saving with the $10 and the tax. You can buy Game Pass Ultimate and have like access to hundreds of games. So it's like I don't see why they can't understand this, but this conversation keeps being brought up. People don't want to pay $7 for a video game. That's like that's a reason why. And just this classism right here. It's like they're actually celebrities who play video games. They're multi-millionaires. They're actually extremely rich people. And they don't talk like this, so it's just fascinating. But let's see what people have to say about this comment right here. And not to mention that you have another hobby as well. Like, what if you got other hobbies that you're into? It's like, game is not your only hobby. There's other stuff you want to spend your money on as well. Like, it's like there's a reason people want to spend $7 for video games. But let's see what other people have to say about this comment right here. I have plenty of money to buy what I want. Fools waste their money frivolously. Finding the value becomes an entertainment per dollar amount is smarter than any person that proclaimed to be rich. Hell, I passed away another $10 on lunch again. LOL. I can't with the stupid S. I like quality things. I support quality to get more quality, period. I just mute/block the people that spends more time talking about value than actual games, especially when they're not even playing them. Sounds like you have little to no empathy for others who may not have the income that you have or enjoy the means to just spend unchecked. Sounds like you're saying since they are struggling, they should not be able to participate in gaming. Strange indeed. Yeah, a little strange. Saying you piss away money isn't a good thing. Yeah, like who brags about spending money on stuff? Like what? The money that you don't have to spend, that doesn't sound too appealing to me. So caping on people with more sensibility isn't going to go in your favor. There's a difference between being actually wealthy and just having money. A lot of people claim to be former and mostly fall in the latter. I can relate to being broke, worked hard to not stay there, but all it meant for me back then was waiting for the games to go on sale. $70 isn't the price of the game; it's the price to play the games first. They all go on sale eventually. Exactly. Between sales, there seems to come faster and faster, and Game Pass doesn't read the reason to buy any game at $70. Or some of us are smart enough to not get ripped off and pay $70 for games that aren't worth the money. Go ahead and waste your money, though. I see a game, I like a game, I will purchase that game at the earliest possible available date. In the story. The same people angry about $10 extra for Sony games are just paying full price for a game in general. Waste money all day on DoorDash and stuff. Pretty simple answer. Some people want the world for a dollar menu. Equate that to gaming and definitely will have problems. It's funny because when it's... okay, let me see other interesting comments. It's like, let's see. Bro, are you for real right now? I am mildly frivolous, therefore no one may observe or comment on the company's pricing decisions. What a strong take there, lol. If this applies for a business, it's not pissing money away. Those are also necessities. You literally don't waste money except for those games. Let's see. People order sushi here for €50 and eat it all in 30 minutes. After that, it's gone forever. People need to spend €70 on a game worth 20 plus hours and people cry. Being smart with money should happen whether you have little or a lot. Xbox is for the smartest and money-savvy gamers. Facts, and they won't go out the PC Master Race for their 4K rigs that perform at an unnoticeably better than a PS5. I keep having to tell those fools that games are cheaper compared to what they were relative to inflation. Games have been $60 for 20 years, and the quality is 100 times better. Meanwhile, all these games got day one patches, but okay. Most of these games have day one patches and like super buggy, where you're like falling through the levels and stuff like that, but okay. $47, that's my lunch money. That's how you do it. Who the hell spends $47 on lunch? Like, what? Okay. Pretty sure that's like groceries for like an entire month, but okay. Whatever. I have no money and I still don't give a S because I love games. That's a good way to go broke without even knowing where it all went. Some people determine the value of their dollar differently than others. This is a behavior that should be expected. You don't need to relate. You are correct. Gaming is a luxury. Only do what you can to afford so you can sustain a quality lifestyle. Let's see. The same people who complain about price are the first ones to claim analysis victories that require you to spend more money on a VR or TV or monitor. If you need to purchase food and other important items, you should absolutely relate to this. There are more important things in everyday life than buying video games, and people want to be smart with their money. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Wow, bragging that you spent a ton of cash. Pretty much what I get from that take right there. This is a terrible take, lol. So because people don't have money to throw away, they shouldn't be able to enjoy their hobby? What the F? Yeah. Sounds like he's gatekeeping this hobby. Gaming is an expensive hobby. These non-gamers jumping on the gaming train now is mainstream and complaining about what's been the norm for the past decade is hilarious to me. The rich aren't rich by giving money away. Finding your money is for pretenders. You know, I hear a lot too. Like a lot of rich people, they don't dress fancy or they don't dress. They were like the average clothes you buy like at Walmart, like at a Target or something like that, and they don't really spend money like that unless they really have to, or dress like real fancy unless they really have to, like go like to a business meeting or something like that. That's kind of true. It's like the people who like really flaunt off how much wealth they are like. Only people I really see do that is like people who try to pretend to be rich and like actual like rappers and like I guess entertainers like that. Only people I ever see who actually like show off their money like that. But the average rich person doesn't even dress fancy like that, to be honest. Let's continue on though. This is what I try to educate people on just in life. If you have to make a decision on getting something, question it, then you don't need it and don't need to focus on something. You need to focus on something else. Okay. In other words, you piss away money so other shit as well. If this sort of logic that keeps people poor. The worst is when they try to make you feel bad about being fine, being able to plan to support your favorite devs because they can't afford to do the same. So I guess you have a problem how people want to spend their money. Yeah, so like the vast majority of people are not agreeing with this guy's take, while very few are. But the very few who are, like, they all have like Sony related avatars though, so they're probably Sony fanboys as well who's kind of agreeing with this guy. The most blindsided, arrogant take I've seen: facepalm clown. What a dumb thing to brag about. Okay, F you for being poor. I am privileged and it's your fault you're poor. You shouldn't be participating in the media for entertainment. After all, you're poor. Literally the stupidest as I've heard someone say, and I've been on Twitter for 7 years. Facepalm. Blocked for saying some dumb ass. This is sleazy and effing pretentious as hell. When a game that costs Canadian, I think that's Canadian, $90 and is broken, unoptimized, and faulty as a product, it shouldn't be tolerated and there must be backlash for it. That's the person's 1 week groceries. Don't be a shill. I'm 34 and I love gaming. It's not a cheap hobby. People need to shut the F up or stop gaming if money is an issue. Jeez, and this is why people enjoy Game Pass. It's like, this is kind of ridiculous. Parents, there's low fee to enjoy all these games. Well, these guys are trying to gatekeep you from even enjoying gaming at all, which is fascinating. How to do two different sides of the gaming industry works like this. The fan bases work. Sound like a right the twat. I guess that's what that says. Who said that this is $7 for a $6 game's price was about affording the games? You can't be this dumb, bro. Yeah, maybe some people just don't want to pay $70, $70+ for a video game. Only the pathetic and poor Xbox gamers cry about games costing too much because they rather rent trash games like Crossfire X than own masterpieces like PlayStation creates. Meanwhile, the fan base barely even bought Returnal, which y'all claim was a masterpiece. Nobody barely bought that game. It's been off almost over a year at this point now. And Crossfire is like the only game they can turn to because, once again, Microsoft won Publisher of the Year 2021. But Crossfire X is the only game they can turn to try to get a dig on Xbox, which is pretty sad. So, kind of ridiculous. How long is this video? So I'm going to conclude it right here. This video is getting kind of long, but more people keep calling this guy an idiot and a clown. So that's pretty much what the rest of this video would have been about anyway. But yeah, I don't agree with this guy's take. I don't know why he wants to gatekeep what people want to do with their money. People don't feel that these games are worth $70. They don't have to. Some people rather wait for these games to go on sale, which they have the option to do. And it's like Xbox gives you an option to play a lot of these great games at a cheap price. So yeah, I don't know what's with this whole thing with gatekeeping and calling people poor because they don't want to spend $7 on a video game. When it's like, once again, this is just in America, the $7 price point. It's a lot higher in other different countries as well too. So a lot of people want to spend that money on games, especially when you got to compare it Game Pass, Xbox with Game Pass giving you these games at a lot cheaper price. So I'm gonna conclude it right here. Let me know your comments down below about this guy's take right here. Leave a like for this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.